Hey folks, wanted to show you something else we are doing to grow food around here. We spent a really long time wanting one of these before we were able to build it. So this is called a keyhole garden bed. As you can see, it's round with a keyhole, as it were, in here, so you can reach the center of it. It's the idea, part of the idea. It's kind of two varieties of this. One variety is just a normal garden bed that you water and feed normally. Let me step back. But you just have access so you can reach the center easier. This one is about 10 feet wide, I believe. I built this out of some extra blocks off of another project I had going. So the other thing that these are, let me walk around so you can see it, is it's a means of theoretically minimizing the feeding of the plants and watering through use of a center column. They're supposed to basically hold water really well, hold moisture, so that you don't have to water nearly as much. So they're used a lot. Been used fairly extensively, done a lot of projects in Africa and other really dry places, and they've had a lot of success. So this one is about 3 feet tall. It's filled up with cardboard and manure. We've got horses, so layering with cardboard and manure. You could do it with any green stuff. Manure, of course, would be best, but so it's just layered all the way up. You can see, I'll show you in a second why it's kind of fallen down. And then, yeah, you top it with compost, topsoil, something like that. Compost would be best. And then plant into that. So the theory is you've got this center column here set at the center of your keyhole, as I was showing. So this is some wire fencing I had, plus with chicken wire around it. And what you do is you drop your food scraps, your compost materials basically in there. And over time that breaks down. The theory is also you water into that center column as well. So that food breaks down and it feeds the soil organisms around it, feeds the plants. So theoretically, other than maybe a little topping here and there of compost, you don't have to use any other fertilizers, anything like that. So we've had it about 6 months or so. It's done really well so far. So one thing you can see is kind of, especially these front edges are the worst. I think it's as the the cardboard has broken down into soil, it has ended up falling. I mean, it was filled up to about there when we first had it. So same thing over here. It's just fallen along all the edges. So we'll have to figure that out. Some of this stuff is perennials, herbs and such. We've got echinacea, lemon thyme, cilantro, that'll go seed, but oregano, lemongrass, onion chives here. So, but yeah, so we'll have to figure that out. But so far we're loving it. It's done really well. We've got some really good growth off of it. Our Mizuna's fantastic, seems to be going great. So we're really excited about it. It also, for us, so we have, just so you can see, so we've got our other garden there and some stuff drying. Our back door's over here. So it is it's a probably 120 foot walk. Yes. You want to say first world problems? Absolutely. But we don't go to it nearly as much because it's a walk. So especially if it's drizzling or something, you want herbs for your dinner, you're just going to be less inclined to do that. So what we have done instead, we put this as going to be primarily an herb garden. So like I said, we've got lemongrass, we've got rosemary, lemon basil, echinacea. Hopefully that'll be a long-term medicinal for us. We've got regular thyme. I said lemon basil, that's lemon thyme, sorry. Parsley, oregano. The oregano is doing great. This is, I believe, sishu spinach, which is a perennial green. So really trying to kind of focus on get our culinary herbs and even some medicinals in there, so they're right outside our back door. We just run out, pick lettuces, pick herbs, and it really is way better than having to walk over there. So yep, that's what we're doing. It just wanted to show you all a different way of approaching things.